and very balanced. You know, we obviously have a talent differential in our favor, and but I thought we played as hard as them and unselfishly, and it was good. This was the first college game, even if it's a non-record game for our freshmen. You know, I thought they handled it pretty well. So we're just going to turn around, come back against North Carolina Central, and try to use these two games to get experience and go from there. Any questions?
You talked about maybe Shire having to work more at the point that might affect his shot. Your thoughts about tonight? That he knocked it down pretty well.
Yeah, well, he's a good scorer, and he's better off the ball. But this experience of being with the ball is a good one, because then he can back up. He can start with Greg, obviously, but he can also back him up. It gives us a good rotation. The game tonight, because they played a lot of zone, he didn't face pressure all down the court. So when he got down the court, he wasn't distracted. That's a big part of it. Instead of going zigzag and protecting the ball, he was able to face the basket and just see it and be in a pretty good tempo. They didn't take, because of the way they were trying to play defense against us, they didn't speed up his tempo. And that probably, if Greg didn't come back, that's not going to happen as much. So John played really well. I thought Josh and DeMarcus played within, just like veterans, just not trying to force things, and did a good job. And defensively, we worked very hard. We have big wings, and they're athletic, and they're trying to play our defense very well.
I heard you say on the radio coming in that a couple more weeks you're looking at for Greg?
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance that he'd be ready for our first regular season game. But we'll know more Monday, Tuesday. But he's coming along well. And if they give him a little bit more of a go-ahead early next week, we just have to see how he reacts in practice. I don't want to push it, but I know he wants to be ready for the first game. But it's not his decision on it. Well, in some ways, it helps him. One thing about being a leader, you have to find out how to lead depending on your situation. And so when you're out on the court, sometimes you're directing and not leading. When you're hurt like that, he's able, first of all, he knows his team better right now. I mean, he would tell you that by watching him in practice and that. He observes them so that when he comes back, he can help them more. And then he talks to the guys a lot. His spirit, he has kept his spirit, and it's been good talk. He's been very supportive of his teammates. So he's been a real good leader while he's been out. And I think that's helped our team, and it's helped him in his recovery.
Zubek appears to move really nicely for a guy his size.
He did, but, like tonight, he didn't finish. His rebounding total is somewhat skewed, because he rebounded a lot of his own shots, and that means he missed a lot of shots. Again, that's nice that he rebounded them, but it'd be even better if he put them in, right there. So, but he's going to be a very good player. He has to play with passion each time, and get adjusted to. When we played a blue-white scrimmage, he's accustomed to his teammate. He does better when he's playing against Josh. And when you have a smaller team like this who's working hard and whatever, there's a lot of activity. And so you have to keep the ball high and strong, because people knock it away. And I thought he wasn't as strong with the ball today. But that's, it's his first game.
Do you have to make adjustments in your system to suit the things he does and doesn't do?
Yeah, but those are good adjustments. I mean, he's talented, and he's a very good basketball player and a unique player. So he's got to touch the ball when he's in, and especially against the zone, because if you hit him, he can knock it right back. And it's like, it's like they have shooting machines, and they shoot it right back out to you. That's the best three-point shot, is the relocation shot. And also defensively, he should be able to take up more of the paint than he did. Although for him tonight, he had to go out in the court and then go inside. So I think that had some of a factor. But, he's trying to guard a guy, man-to-man at 18, 20 feet. And then he goes inside, and I think he wasn't able to adjust and be big by the time he got back. A little bit unusual. Yeah. Good. I mean, I wish we had him last year. I mean, he would have started probably for us last year. And Dave can play defense. And he's a good athlete, team player. Solid. I mean, he kept a lot of balls alive today. But he's a very good defender, and because he's strong, he can cover. He could cover like a number of different positions. We're even trying to use he and G on the ball some, so it doesn't wear DeMarcus out if John's out of the game. So, but yeah, Dave's a good player. Dave could start, but he's going to play. Yeah. You know what he did? He worked really hard this summer down in Florida, and he's about 12 pounds lighter. He's in very good shape. He's just a good, solid player. I mean, he's the kind of player that you have a couple of those guys, they can play. You're just better. They just make you better. Just keep it simple, but the simple things he does turns out to be very good. Yeah, Josh, I thought played well tonight. He did four. Yeah. Nothing. No, he can still get in better shape. He missed the preseason, but he's not in bad shape. He's, I think, in good shape. Hopefully, he'll work his way into being in great shape. Yeah.
I noticed that a lot of the players share a substantial amount of minutes tonight. Is this more that the team's working to see who works best together, or is this a preview of some depth we're really going to see from this team?
I think you're going to see more people play, not necessarily this, amount of minutes each kid, because when we play the really good teams, not knocking anybody tonight, or obviously they're not in the ACC. Josh McRoberts is going to have to be on the court for 30-plus minutes. DeMarcus Nelson is going to have to be on the court for that long. Greg Paulus will be. And so, the arithmetic part of it is they're 200 minutes, 5 times 40 in a basketball game. You have 3 guys like that who are key players. They're going to play 30 minutes about. And that's 90 minutes. Then there's 110 minutes for other people. And it's skewed a little bit tonight, too, because Greg didn't play, and also because of the score of the game. Saying that, though, more guys will play. And if somebody gets hot, like I thought Marty played very well tonight. It's the best he's tried to play defense. He's really in good shape. He was 1 for 5 in the first half, and all 5 of his shots were good shots. He could have had 15 points at halftime, but he was 1 for 5. He had 2 that went in and out. And then I think he was 3 for 3 in the second half. He had 6 assists and no turnovers, and he played under control. Well, he's a kid that can be in there, and all of a sudden he lights a fire, and I think we're going to have guys like that instead of having one leading scorer, we're going to have multiple scorers and a kid every once in a while. Hopefully it's more than once in a while. Steps up and goes for 18 instead of 6. Stuff like that. The different team, I like my team. I really like it's going to be interesting to see how they grow.
Anything else?
Coach, Joe Henderson played a lot tonight. Is he
Yeah, he is. He's not in as good a shape. Like when he hit that jumper, we had a really nice play where we drove from one end, and he had great spacing. He hit 3, and then the next 3 he shot, he was tired. He should have never shot it. And then at the end of the shot clock, he allowed them to shoot a 3. And he's got to play right now through tired, and he'll keep getting in better shape. But he was on crutches the first 8 days of October. He didn't start playing until the day before we started practice. So yeah, he is affected. He's not as sharp, but he played well. He's going to be a really good player. You could sit down.
That's all right.
All right.
I was going to ask, any thoughts?
My peripheral vision was better as a point guard. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, any thoughts on playing your neighbor Saturday night?
Yeah, I think it's it's a great thing. We share a great city. We have Johnny Dawkins' wife, Central graduate, got her law degree there also. When we had the '86 team here, John Smith's wife's from Central. We pull for them, and I think it's a really good time too for we did it before, but this year I think it's even better that we're doing it, and I hope that it's one that both teams play well, but also it's a nice celebration of Durham, because we have two such classy universities.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, thanks.